Hi, welcome to today's episode of the CME Show. We're happy to have you back, and I'm this week's host, Marin, joined today by Julian. Julian, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing great, Marin.
Awesome. This week's episode is jam-packed, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. There's tons of cool stuff in here, like an awesome sit-down interview with Lori Brooks, plus an on-field interview with Stanley that you won't want to miss.
That sounds really cool. An in-depth commercial about C-Tech and a little Skills USA video by some students in-house should be on after this upcoming weather segment, so please make sure to stick around for that.
Speaking of the weather, today's forecast is brought to us by Frankie. Take it away, Frankie.
It's going to be amazing. Frankie's going to be quite large pretty happy.
Hello everyone, welcome to your final, weather report of this week. So Friday's not looking too bad, 71, not bad. Saturday, oopsies, is 79. And then Sunday we go 86. Not too bad. I'd recommend just bring a umbrella just in case, because it's been raining the past couple of days, so who knows. Yeah, look at this little, look at this, nope, this way, this guy, look at this guy. Nope, this way, yeah, this guy, look at that guy, he's just spinning. He's just spinning. Okay, now we got this bird. So they're yellow, and they're on this thing right now, and they're just eating the seeds out of it. Yeah, they're the Washington State bird. Okay, I'm gonna hand it back to my fellas at the news desk. I appreciate your time. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thanks for the update, Frankie.
Who knew the weather could be so dramatic?
Dramatic's one word for it.
Coming up next, we've got our C-Tech commercial and our little skills video that we mentioned earlier. Please do not go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this.
Your future doesn't start someday, it starts today. At Southeast Technical Skills Center, we don't just teach, we train. From welding and healthcare to computer science and advanced manufacturing, our hands-on programs put real skills in your hands. Whether you're still in high school or ready to take your next step, success starts here.
So hope to see you guys next year.
Hey, hope to see you next year.
We hope to see the juniors taking another class out here in C-Tech.
Hope to see you guys next year.
Okay, I can't lie, those were pretty cool.
Not gonna lie, I was pretty impressed too. Dare I say, impeccable?
Do you even know what impeccable means?
Not one bit, but it sounded right, so I said it.
Either way, it's the perfect word to describe our next segment, an amazing interview with Lori Brooks.
Do not forget the on-field interview with Stanley.
Right, how could I forget? Take it away, you guys.
Thank you so much, Marin and Julian. I am Audrey Walker, and I'm here with Lori Brooks.
Hello, Audrey.
Hello. Have you had a good afternoon so far?
Yes, I have.
Very good to hear. So you started as a writer for CNN while having a part-time job as a sports broadcaster, correct?
Sports production assistant, yeah.
And now you've done 2 Olympics.
I've done over 10.
Over 10? Oh my goodness. And then how many Emmys have you won so far?
I have won, prior to this week, I had won 7 sports and 1 news and documentary. And then my team was just awarded Best Live Production of a Championship Event, Emmy, for the Olympics. So,
Yeah, so you're quite experienced now.
I've got a few years under my belt.
How did you get here? What big moments kind of led you to picking this as a full-time job and career?
Because it's fun. They pay me to watch sports.
That sounds
I know. Well, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine.
That's awesome. Have you what struggles have you gone through while working in this field?
It's a majority male-dominated industry, and that. And when we moved here, when I was a staffer in Atlanta, I would, do my job, go home at night. Here, because I had to go freelance and work for a number of different companies, leaving my daughters behind was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you lived in Atlanta, you worked for the Atlanta Braves, didn't you?
I covered the Atlanta Braves, 10 years I traveled with them. The really bad years in the late 80s, and then the championship, when they started winning pennants and stuff in 91, 92. 95 was my last year. They won the World Series that year. So
That's amazing.
that was my C, yeah.
Your goodbye, yeah. That's amazing. Leaving your daughters behind, does that tie into more of like your, coming from like a big family and all that? Has that tied into how you work with broadcasting and everything?
No, it was a combination of things, including a custody agreement. But I often took them with me on trips. If I was directing something at University of Washington or Stanford or some place that maybe they would be interested in for their future, or even just today, I would take them along.
That's very cool. That probably brought some amazing experiences for all 3 of you. That must have been very cool.
I think so. I know I would have thought it was pretty cool as a kid. My mother never took us to the hospital where she was a nurse. But
Yeah. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for for being here and for supporting the CME show for the past 8 weeks or so. Yeah.
It's been a few, and I have really loved it. I appreciate everyone welcoming me and giving me a big hello every time I walk through the door, and a goodbye when I'm leaving. It's been a pleasure. It really has. You're all doing great work.
It's been amazing having you here. Thank you so much. We are now going to have an interview with Stanley, who will be interviewing our cast and crew.
Thank you, Audrey. It is me, Stanley, reporter extraordinaire. First up, we've got the news desk. Dominic, you want any?
No.
Okay. Hey, Julian, what do you do here?
I'm a news anchor.
All right. What other jobs have you done?
I've been on weather, and first week I was the director and producer.
Nice. Where'd you get your glasses?
Amazon.
It's where everything comes from these days. Hey, Marin. You did
Hey.
the same thing as Julian, I assume?
I believe so. I think I've mostly been in the back rooms until now. I jumped straight to the news desk.
I heard that you're the writer for this. How'd you do that?
It was fine. Cook up a script in Google Docs. Hope it works out. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't.
I think it's mostly worked. Mostly. Thank you, guys. All right. Now we're off to Leon.
Oh.
Hey, Leon. What's your job today?
Floor director.
You're staring at me very menacingly when I asked you, after I asked. Okay. Okay. Where'd you get that shirt?
Oh, I went to the mall with my girlfriend. I bought it for like $3. It was really nice.
Cool. I'll have to go look for one. All right, Frankie, weatherman.
What's going on, guys?
What do you do?
This week I'm doing the weather. Other weeks I was on the news desk. But here's this pretty funny image. Yeah, it's pretty eventful. And just literally just looking at myself in the the monitor right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your favorite Just Dance dance?
Rasputin, you gotta do it. Okay.
Classic. All right, Eric. You want any questions?
Skip him.
I don't know.
Okay. Hey there, Mr. Sayers.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. What do you do here?
Well, right now we had a student sick today, so I'm running streaming. And as you can see, we got the YouTube stuff going on, and I'm monitoring the chat on YouTube and making sure everything's appropriate. Hoshin's friend just started texting us. I think his name is Brennan. So this is very meta. So he's seeing this right as we're talking. And so hopefully that works well. So Brennan, good job on being on our live stream right now. And yeah, you should get to, everyone else does way more than me in here. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Brendan. Hey there, Hoshin.
Hey.
Say hi to Brendan.
Hi, Brendan and Quinn. I know you're watching this.
What do you do?
I do the switcher thing. Yep.
Nice. Is this your favorite thing that you've done?
Favorite thing I've done was weather.
Cool. What the heck?
Apple
Okay,
sunflower.
Good. You got any fun facts about yourself? Okay. Hey there, Tanner. Are you the other director
Yeah,
this
I'm
week?
the studio director. Yeah, I'm the studio director.
Nice. What's your favorite thing about CTEC?
The people here, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. All right, Jewelry. Sorry, Julian.
Hi, Brendan.
Call me. What do you do?
Graphics. I'd say it's the hardest job here.
You want to point the camera there?
Jude.
Jude. Point the camera.
Jude.
What? Oh, yeah. Show your job.
You got it.
Job. Ta-da. All right, Aiden.
Hello.
What do you do?
I manage audio.
Good. What's your opinion on your haircut?
I think it's pretty alright.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now on to Dakota. What is your job?
I switch between the different videos that we have here.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I can tell.
A lot of clicks.
Do you have any other hats?
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, before we go off to the news, let's go say hi to Jude real quick, our cameraman. So point the camera at yourself. Hey Jude, do you like your job?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in frame. I can't tell.
Yeah, you're in frame.
Okay.
There's Julian.
Should we?
I think that you got anything else to say? Okay. Here we go. Back off to the news desk.
That was an interview. Lori had some great things to say.
Yeah, it was really cool to hear her perspective. And that behind-the-scenes interview, iconic.
Definitely. Between that, the CTEC commercial, and the skills video, and Frankie's weather, we covered a lot today.
We did, and thank you for sticking with us through it all.
We'll see you next time with more updates and stories.
Until then, take care. Bye.
Later.